So I live in Chicago, and right now I'm a stay-at-home mom. I used to be a property manager, and I managed luxury high-rise buildings right downtown. But as soon as I had kids, I took a little hiatus. So I'm doing the home life for probably another year, and then I'll go back to work. So I had a supervisor that I loved. He was a great mentor. He was an older gentleman. This would never fly today, but he at one point said to me, he was like, you need to kind of up your wardrobe a little bit and, kick it up a notch. And I was mortified. So I just went into Nordstrom's and I was like, I need some really cool suits because I have a really cool job and I'm interacting with investors and stuff like that. And I need to kind of stand out. And the girl was lovely, helped me out, and just kind of, I think it spiraled from then.
Right.
So I just love a good sale. I love a good deal. There's tons of times that I only wear things once. And so I found that completely useless. Like I was buying stuff, wearing it one time, going to events or going to social stuff, popping it on my Instagram or Facebook, and then I wouldn't want to wear it again. And so I was donating everything. And so I really just wanted to find a way to buy stuff or use stuff that was used before by people like me that wanted to kind of recycle their clothes.
Yeah, absolutely. So that comes to my, next question then about how did you first discover SilkRoll?
So I actually Googled it because I sold on Poshmark and TradeZ, and I was spending so much time uploading the photos and checking stuff. And I was like, there has got to be something out there that does this for you. This is taking way too much time.
It was one of the reasons customers love us because it's so convenient. Just like you said, they don't have to do all the work and we do it for them. Then what is your number one favorite thing about SilkRoll?
So honestly, I love that you guys send the emails out that advertise when new items come in, because the other sites, even Poshmark and stuff, they don't do that. I think because there's such an overwhelming quantity all the time being posted. So I look forward to those emails because I'm like, ooh, there's 20 more items that just popped up. And then I go and I look and I can almost find, always something that I want. And so I like that because it's almost kind of brings a retail store vibe to it. And that I think is important for me because I like the visual and I like that kind of being drawn in. Otherwise, if I leave it up to myself to remember to log in and to browse, I always forget and it kind of gets put on the wayside. It's easier for me to kind of venture out and try, I guess, new things that I normally wouldn't because I see what they actually look like on real people and I can kind of envision them on myself. And so instead of looking necessarily at the color, I'm looking more at the cut or the length or, where the sleeves end and stuff like that. And that's not what my eyes go to in the store. Buy it when you see it because there's been a lot of times I've put stuff in my cart and then they're gone and I'm like, no. Yeah. And I just waited too long. And so if it's something that you really, really like or really love, just get it. And then number 2 would be, do not be afraid to send in your clothes. Because there's been so many times that I've had pieces that I'm like, oh, this will definitely go on the site because it's super cool and really interesting. And I've thrown in a couple other pretty basic pieces with it just because I had them and didn't want them anymore. And those also got chosen because they are things that people wear more normally, I guess. So now I kind of have, I guess, some new styles that I'm even looking for in stores when I go that I normally would have never even thought of. So I feel like it's a good way to try stuff like that because you're using your points from clothes that you no longer use. So you're not really losing anything. So it's a good place to kind of try and think outside your box. And 5 or 6 pieces at a time. So my shipping was a little higher. So I was like, you know what, if I'm going to be paying this much in shipping, I might as well just get the membership. I thought for sure I'd be, buying pretty much every month. So really when I did the math and I did literally do the math on my notebook, I was like, this just makes way more sense